Do you have too much stuff, or your kids headed to college, or maybe you just want a more simple way to live? Today we're going to talk about a 5-step strategy for downsizing your home. This is Jackie Force with Keller Williams Preferred Realty in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. In our bigger is better culture, there's an expectation sometimes that each home should be larger and grander than the last. But life changes, and unfortunately things like divorce or kids leaving for college or even the simple act of growing older can prompt us to find a smaller home that better suits our shifting needs and our lifestyle. So, in fact, there are definitely some advantages of downsizing, and they're all over the internet. So I was just talking to a neighbor today about this, and the tiny house movement. Well, since then, I think we can all have some appreciation that downsizing and living more simply there's a lot of benefits to that. Not only is it less in cost, it could be more time for other things that you enjoy. And there is no doubt that downsizing can actually be extremely overwhelming. So in this little video, we hope to help you along that less is more. And maybe at the end, you'll feel that there'll be more comfort, more security, and more time and energy once you downsize for the people and things that you love in your life. So let's get started. Here are your 5 downsizing success tips. Step 1, determine your goals and limitations. Just like with any big project, why do you need to downsize? What's the ultimate goal here? The first step is to figure out what you want in this new living environment. Do you want to live closer to family? Are you hoping to cut down on home maintenance? Are you looking to move outside of your community, or maybe find one with certain amenities? Or maybe you just binged the Marie Kondo series on Netflix and spark joy decluttering your entire house and realize you have too much space. So whatever your reasons are, you really just need to define your goals. You should consider some of those limitations too that might impact your new home. So things like stairs, people always talk about stairs, maybe wanting a first floor master, yard maintenance. Would you consider a home with remodeling? Do you want to find something move-in ready? All of those things come into play when you're thinking about your next home. And then also, how long do you think you might be in your home? Is this going to be 5 years, 10 years, or is this the last home you think you might want to purchase? Whatever it is, you need to really think about your wish list and put together a list of your priorities and rank them. Of course, if you need some help with this and maybe need some ideas about what's out there, I'm happy to help you, and we can have a consultation about this too. We can also look at how much your home might be worth as well to figure out a realistic budget. So step 2 is looking for your perfect home. With that wish list that you just put together, as a local expert, it is my job in the real estate market to understand and look at what your needs are and pair you with and help you determine which neighborhoods might be a best fit for you based on those wants and needs and your wish list. The triangle really has everything from retirement communities to horse communities to dog parks, things for every stage of life. And, you really need to consider, location as part of this. So you may need to figure out whether maybe you or a loved one wants to be close to certain things like parks and trails, or maybe medical facilities and things like that. So we can certainly help you with that part of your search. So step 3, sell your current home. If you're ready to sell your current homes, a lot of us need to sell one before we buy one. And if that's you, we can certainly begin that process. And the way we do that is determining what needs to happen in order to get your house on the market so we can get the most money for your property when we sell it. So we evaluate your property and we put together a market analysis, and we review pricing and a full plan for putting your house on the market. As a full service agent, we try and implement some things that remove some of that stress and put together a plan. And we do this by focusing on that prep and getting you a clear list of some defined goals to get your house ready pricing it well, and then putting together a marketing plan that utilizes social media and things like that. Also networking with our local agents and making sure that we get the maximum exposure to your property. Okay, step 4, sort and pack your belongings. Even before you find a new home, you can begin preparing for your move. A smaller home means less space for your furniture and all your other possessions. You'll need to decide what to keep and what to sell or donate. Sorting through an entire house full of belongings will take some time, so begin as early as possible. Do not wait for this step. If you haven't moved in the last 10 years, you will need to start this today, like maybe even yesterday. This is where I would suggest brushing up on some of those tips from the books, like the Marie Kondo kind of books. I loved them. Made me think about things in a different way. Parting with some of those possessions can be extremely emotional at times, and so you may want to start with an unemotional space like laundry room or powder room or things like that, and then work your way up to a larger room. Or maybe, like the book suggests, a category of items like clothes, toys, books, and things like that, eliminating duplicates and things that you don't use on a regular basis. Other things like sentimental items and family heirlooms and things like that are really hard at times. So think about some of the people that may enjoy them, or let's find the proper donation facility, an organization that could use some of those things. And I have a list of those different organizations if you wish to have that. So whatever that you're sorting through, make sure you keep your goals in mind. So if your goal is to have a more simple, clean, less maintenance type of home, and while you're going through your things, let's make sure that you're eliminating some of those tchotchke kind of knick-knacky kinds of things. And of course, if you're the person helping someone with this, have some patience. Have some patience with yourself as well. Sometimes it can be hard to say goodbye to some of those sentimental items, and then making all of these decisions. If you're helping someone, they may want to tell you a story about the item before they say goodbye. Just have some patience there. Finally, step 5 is get help when you need it. So with any situation that you're in, the reason why you're moving or downsizing, it could be a major life change, or just because you're done with a certain stage of your life. Ask for help. Can be so overwhelming. Seek out some help from your family or your friends, or even a professional mover that can help you sort and pack and things like that. If you don't have anyone to help you, or if that's not an option, there are some full service moving companies, and there's something called like a senior moving manager. They're professionals that help older adults and family members with some relocation. Yes, they exist. I've not worked with them, but we can get you in touch with them. So the big question is, are you living your best life? Is your current situation no longer suiting your needs, or maybe it's just time to consider a change? I'd love to help you explore those options, and I'd love to hear from you. So contact me today and we can talk about it. This is Jackie Forrest with Keller Williams Preferred Realty in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. Bye for now. Have a good day.